how Jeremiah and I met. We met in Miss Hamilton's class.
I was just a dumb fat kid.
And I was always really afraid of Jeremiah because he used to wear really clothes.
Yeah, you guys remember freshman me? Red leather jacket, red hair. Well, I looked like this all the time.
But so I convinced him to do football with me this year, and so this is basically our stand-up comedy is going to be about the stories about Jeremiah and I doing sports together in my senior year in high school. So first I want to explain, if you were to compare a killer whale with Coach Young, they would be exactly alike. And I'm going to explain that because killer whales, there's never been a reported attack on a human being of a killer whale in the wild. But if you put that killer whale in captivity, if you put Coach Young in Linfield, a football camp for 4 days with a bunch of us, he will probably kill somebody. And so one morning we were getting up to go stretch and just get ready for our football days. And so I went to my individual sessions, but before we were doing that, when we were warming up, I was looking around and I couldn't find Dylan Kessinger.
Or Robbie, or Liam.
So we're looking around, we're like, oh, where are these guys? Like, we can't find them. And it finally dawns on me, oh my God, they slept in. And it finally dawns on Coach Young, and Coach Young goes into hunting mode and starts like speed walking over to the dorms, and we're all like, oh my God, like we're gonna be down 3 people because Coach Young's gonna kill somebody. And so we do our individual sessions, and we come back, and Coach Young calls us all in a huddle, and we're like, all right. And it's right before scrimmage. There's like eight football teams on the field. We're about to scrimmage, and he starts making us do up downs, and basically explains as to why is because they slept in. And so people are crying. There's sweat dripping down people's faces. I'm crying. Jeremiah's crying.
I threw up afterward.
Coach Young's just soaking in the moment, like, this is his feeding frenzy. He's going nuts. And so we're all doing up downs, and so that was probably the worst of it. He was getting pretty intense. And so when we got back to the dorms, my roommates, Ezekiel Pena, Connor Kelzer, and Jeremiah, we were in this like super hot, sweaty dorm. We're eating like lukewarm salsa.
No air conditioner, no refrigerator.
And a bunch of football gear. So the stench was unbelievable. And so we're trying to eat our chips and salsa that are lukewarm from the sun because we left them out, but we're still hungry. And Dylan Kessinger comes into the room.
And I say, F you, Dylan, you made us do up downs.
Dylan's like, hey, shut up. He calls us all to a team meeting upstairs. And he basically gives this long formal apology. Sorry for making all the chubby kids throw up. Sorry for making all the skinny white kids cry. Like, it was not good. It was definitely a low light in football camp. But so I can only imagine. So the way Dylan explained to it was he was taking a shower and he got out and he has a towel around him and he was walking back to his dorm room and he just sees Coach Young's little beady eyes coming up the stairs. And he just makes eye contact with him and he knew he was dead. Like that was it. I just in my mind at that same moment I just pictured, when you watch Blue Planet and the orcas, like you can see him under the water and there's this little pup like right on the beach and you know he's just gonna get chomped but you can't stop watching it. And this orca just comes up, just grabs the seal, and that's just what I imagined was Dylan Kessinger, just this little seal pup getting eaten alive by Coach Young.
This one's for you, Paige.
So yeah, so football camp was pretty fun. There's this one time Ezekiel Pena told me that we went to the pool to relax before practice, and Ezekiel's going, hey, there's this kid that, go ask Daniel what time dinner is. And so I'm like, okay, and so I'm gonna go up there. I'm like, hey, Daniel, like Daniel Seymour. I'm like, Daniel, what time's dinner? Daniel, because he's just not responding. And I eventually like shove him, and it turns around and he's not Daniel. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I tell Jeremiah to go ask Daniel what time dinner is.
So I go up to this kid, didn't know it wasn't Daniel. I go up and I kick him in the back of the head. I say, Daniel, when's dinner? What's for dinner? He goes, turns around, it's a different kid. I go, oh. The kid goes, I'm not Daniel! Quit asking!
I I try to think of the next vulnerable victim, so I go to Patterson, who's standing over there watching us like a dad that just doesn't want to be there. And so I'm like, hey Patterson, go ask Daniel what time we're supposed to be.
Lady, to the attendance office, please.
And so Patterson goes over and he asks, he's like,
Hey Daniel, what time, when are we supposed to leave?
he turns around and he's like, say it one more time, bicycle man. Do it, I dare you.
Then he said, oh gee, that's not Daniel.
So yeah, so that's our first stand-up comedy routine. So I hope you like it.